Right.
It's easy. First and foremost, I like to give all praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elder apostle GMS, who well. Salute you brothers pushing this word, and truth is a serious transpire shot. And shalom to you brothers and sisters growing in trust spirit power YAHAWASHI. Shalom to you too. Right? We are here to prophesy the downfall of the wicked destructive kingdom known as Babylon the Great, Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Rome, all those ancient empires brought up into one, controlled by Esau, Edom, so-called white man, the devil. We are here to get the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the Israelites, according to the King James Bible. And only the elect are going to come back and serve YAHAWASHI and truth is sincere, right? So we're going to start off in Exodus, right? And we just going to carry on from there.
All right. All right, this is Exodus.
Oh, I like to mention, in the news, we got Russia getting ready to, if not, or getting ready to arm the Houthi rebels with anti-ship sinking missiles, right? So Russia is talking about arming the people in Yemen, the so-called Houthi rebels, with military hardware that's upgraded. You know, that's asymmetric warfare. Just like Ukraine is being aided by America, Russia is saying, look, we're going to aid the Houthi rebels, so-called Houthi rebels over there in Yemen. So we shall see how it play out. But I just wanted to toss that out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what's in the news, in the world news, you know, besides Donald Trump and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and all that, you know. But, okay, give me what you got out.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 2, verse 24. It says,
yeah, let this go by first. Yeah, let this go by first.
chapter 2, verse 24. It says, and the Most High heard their groaning, and the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob.
Yeah, that's when Israel was in ancient Egypt, okay? The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Most High heard their groaning. Matter of fact, let's look up the word groaning. The Most High heard their groaning, man. So we finna look up the word groaning. And that's when they was in ancient Egypt, okay? Now, hardcore bondage, you know? Building the pyramids and all that. Y'all bear with us too.
Alright, this is Strong's H 5008.
Strong's H 5008.
Na'ak. And this is just number one, it just says groan, but down here in the Chaldee lexicon, it says to groan, to cry out from anguish or sorrow.
Yeah. So the Most High heard Israel crying out sorrow because of the condition they was in. You see? So they was crying out because of the condition they was in. The hell they was catching in bondage up under the ancient Egyptians. Alright? So they was crying out in sorrow, you know, to the Most High. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 25. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them.
Most High had respect unto them. So the Most High looked back and acknowledged the covenant that he had with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and he heard the sorrow and the crying of the children of Israel in ancient Egypt. The same way we doing today, because there's nothing new up under the sun. Niggas Latinos and Native Americans in bondage, and the Most High still hear our cries unto this day. YAHAWASHI, they ain't forgot about it. Okay? So read that from the again, bro.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 2, verse 24.
Go ahead.
It says, and the Most High heard their groaning, and the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. Verse 25, and the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them.
The Most High had respect unto the children of Israel. Okay? So, let's link that up with Sirach 46 and see what we got in there.
All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 46. Chapter 46, this is Sirach, chapter 46, verse 14.
Verse 14. Go ahead, bro.
It says, by the law of the Lord he judged the congregation, and the Lord had respect unto Jacob.
See? The Lord had respect unto Jacob. Okay? So the Lord acknowledged and looked back at Jacob, how he made the promise with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob according to the covenant. So the Most High acknowledged Jacob. You know, he looked back and acknowledged Jacob according to the covenant, right? So we jumping. Same way he acknowledged us to this day. Okay? The Negro Latinos and Native Americans. He acknowledged us because of the covenant, right? Okay? He respects us because of the covenant. Okay? Going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Go ahead.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 6, verse 6.
Go ahead.
It says, wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage.
So the Egyptians back then, you know, had us in bondage. We was in slavery up under the ancient Egyptians, man. You know, and they are descendants of Ham. Okay, today they known as the Watusi, the Zulus, and the Sudanese. They and then they down in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Okay, that's what they are. Go ahead. The Watusi. Now you got some Israelites, like Shaka Zulu. They say he was an Israelite. Okay. They say he was an Israelite. So I'll leave it at that. But you got the real Egyptians down in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments. Verse 7. And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a power, and ye shall know that I am Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, your power, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
So he did put us in that land, okay? He did put us in the land of Israel after he delivered us from the ancient Egyptians, right? He said he was gonna do it and he's done it, okay? And he destroyed them Egyptians, right? He destroyed Pharaoh them when they was in pursuit of Israel, and he drowned them out, right? So he destroyed them, and he delivered Israel out of the bondage, and he put the Israelites in the land which was promised, you know, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? So we was dwelling in Jerusalem, in Palestine, in Canaan, okay? We was there. But over periods of time, we started rebelling, going into slavery, rebelling, going into slavery. So, and then we were pushed out of that land, the northern kingdom. Matter of fact, what you got? Where you at?
We were in Exodus chapter 6. We read verse 6 and 7.
So read it from the beginning, we're gonna jump.
All right. This is Exodus chapter 6, verse 6. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am YAHAWAH SHAM YAHAWASHI, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments, and I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a power. And ye shall know that I am YAHAWAH SHAM YAHAWASHI, your power, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
So we were put in that land, right? And when we got in Israel, the land was promised to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So when you get to, give me a second, Eric. 13th chapter. And when we got in that land, you know, we started rebelling, and then the first ones who got was the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes, and they went into captivity up under the Assyrians. Okay, first one started rebelling. So when we left out, when we got delivered from Egypt, we was in that land. I'm just speeding you up, you know what I'm saying? Speeding you up in time. So we got in that land. We started rebelling. We started going back into slavery. We started rebelling, going back into slavery, and started rebelling. So the time that came about up under the Assyrians, the Most High had got the northern kingdom. He said, I'm gonna get you for all your idol worship and how you rebelling against me. So they went into captivity up under the Assyrians, right? But it came upon a time to where they were going to be separated from that other side of the water, okay? From the southern kingdom, okay? It was going to be separated. So, and the separation really came during the time of Solomon. When Solomon was building them idols for those heathen women, Most High just ripped the kingdom from Solomon. He says, look, northern kingdom is over here, southern kingdom is over here. In a nutshell, I'm just speeding you up. So when the northern kingdom went into captivity, right? It was a point of time to where they was gonna leave and to another land to where they were saying they were gonna keep the commandments. Okay, so give me what you got. This is the record saying that they was gonna leave and go to another land to keep the commandments. Go ahead.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king, whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
So they went into bondage, right? Go ahead.
But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
That's over here. Okay? So they was going, they took the counsel amongst themselves, and Ephraim was the head of the northern kingdom, the Puerto Ricans. And you had Issachar, which is a Mexican, right? Reading the heavens, okay? Telling them which way to go. But Ephraim was leading. And you did have some of the tribes stay back, but the majority of the tribes, the northern kingdom, came on this side. Go ahead, bro.
It says verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river.
Okay, by the narrow passage of the river. So the Euphrates, so they went into Euphrates, and then they went down and got into the Red Sea and took the current, right? And they went by the Horn of Africa. Now that's the Horn of Africa. If you ain't never heard it, but if you have heard it, that's the Horn of Africa right there. That area right there. I'm gonna show Jake so they'll know. You know, that's they went this way. You know what I'm saying? That's the Horn of Africa right there. If you didn't know, that's the Horn of Africa right there. So they went down that way, and then the currents carried them over here to South America. Okay, go ahead.
It's verse 44. For the Most High then shewed signs for them, and held still the flood,
Because those waters going by the Horn of Africa and down south and going up under Africa, those waters are rough, and your ship will get sunk. So what the Most High did was keep the waters calm and have the currents bring them on this side. Go ahead.
till they were passed over.
Go ahead.
For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
Now, when you go into the history concerning Solomon and Hiram, okay, which Hiram was a Canaanite, Solomon and Hiram, Solomon sent Navy ships over here with Hiram. So it took them 3 years to travel back and forth. So it took a year. When you go into the history concerning Hiram and Solomon Navy ships and Hiram ships, it took them a year to get over here and a year to get back over there. So it took them 3 years. But in this case right here, it took Israel a year and a half to get over here. Okay? So it took them a year and a half in their ship to get over here, and they stayed. Go ahead, bro.
And the same region is called Arthareth.
Yeah, which means another land, okay? So nobody inhabited this land to where they set themselves up over here. Now, when Hiram came over here, which was a Canaanite, okay, which was a Canaanite over Phoenicians and Tyre and Zidon, nobody came over here, but they did leave Olmec's head in South America, you know, Canaanite Olmec's head in South America, so that was a landmark for the ships. So they did come over. Solomon Navy came over, and the Hiram Navy came over, which was Canaanites, okay? But they did leave Olmec's heads over in South America, so the ship would recognize them landmarks. But when the Northern Kingdom came over here, which is from Ephraim all the way down to Issachar, they stayed over here. And they built up the land over here. They built up, I mean, they basically created a civilization over here. Right. Okay? And when the Spaniards came over here, when they seen down in Mexico, when they seen how clean it was and how organized it was, the Aztecas, when they seen how clean it was and how organized it was, they didn't even want to put it in words to Spain. They didn't even want to write it down because it was so magnificent. Okay, how beautiful it was. So those are records that the Northern Kingdom was civilized because they had the statute of laws and commandments. When they say they came over here to civilize the Northern Kingdom and they were animals and cannibals and all that, they just propaganda to justify them taking the Northern Kingdom down and taking their land when the Spanish came over, the conquistadors came over. So go ahead, bro.
This is verse 46.
And they didn't actually defeat the Northern Kingdom head up with military forces. Nah, how the Northern Kingdom got defeated was biological warfare. They got hit with smallpox and diseases that they wasn't used to, and it wiped out the population, right? That's what had happened. It had thinned the population to where them Edomites were taking.